Update on my tilapia fries that I actually got from my broodstock. The first set of fries that I got from my broodstock. How are they doing? Now, a few days, if not a couple weeks ago, I shared with you that I remove roughly about 12 tilapia fries from the space. I even went down to show you how fine they were and how they were hiding amongst the vegetation within the space. Right? Now, I removed them because I realized that the pond mates within the space was actually consuming the fries. So I moved about 12 of them. So I moved them and I placed them in a different space. There's 12 fish in one space. I placed them in this wash tub, half of a double wash tub. And pardon me, right now you can't really see them inside, but I actually extracted some for you to see. I'm in the mode of doing some water change. I'm going to be taking them out, all of them. I'm going to be placing them into this space, this container, but it's domestic water coming from the pipe, having chlorine, so it's going to sit there for a couple of hours, right? But guys, this, yeah, these are some of the babies that I collected from the broodstock pond. Right, guys, they are growing really nice. I've been feeding them twice per day, right? And at this size, they're about 6 weeks old, guys. Yeah, 6 weeks old. 6 weeks old. At this size, a tilapia fish farmer would actually release, yeah, release them into the 1 acre and 2 acre, probably 4 acre fish pond that you see me share in other videos, right? So they are this size. I have about 12 of those. Now, bear in mind that they are all in this tub, and this tub is an average of about probably about 40 gallons worth of water, right? I'm gonna allow them to go back into the tub, right? And I'm gonna go into one of my fingerlings pond. I'm gonna share more on them. The fish that I shared with you a while ago, they are roughly 6 weeks old. These fish are older than they are. They are about 3 months old. And if you look good in the pond, you will realize that some of these fish practically are the same size as the ones that I had actually shown you a while ago. Now, why is this so? Now, this pond was filled with about an average of about 300, 350, 360 tilapia fries. Right? Remember, I shared with you before that the more fish is within the space, the limitation of the growth of the fish actually occur. And so if I should place, let's say, 6 tilapia within this space, I can guarantee within 6 months that six tilapia will look like roughly about 8 months old or a 9 months old tilapia. They will grow larger, right? So I'm gonna be doing an experiment, probably starting soon. I'm gonna be keeping about a few, probably about 4 or 5 of them in a large space. Well, you could say that the broodstock would be a good example, but because the broodstock is actually used for breeding, I'm not going to be putting all that focus on them, right? I'm going to be putting focus on a different set of fish, right? And these fish, I'm going to be comparing the growth of them, these 6 or 7 fish, with the ones that are uh, stocked like this. Now, if these fish were like released in a 1 acre pond or 2 acre pond, just these alone, I can guarantee you that these fish would grow so large that you would be amazed at their size within a few weeks. it comes to the point that having your tilapia in species like these, right? You would have to limit the amount of tilapia that exists. Well, limit the amount of fish that you actually place in each, right? Somebody said that you could probably keep a dozen or two. I wouldn't go more than a dozen full size, and if you can cut it shorter, that would be good, because the more you fish you have in it, the growth rate slows down, right? It slows down, and with the slowing down of the growth rate, you know that slowing down of the profit, slowing down of the economics, slowing down of the whole, you know, purpose of the venture. So therefore, in looking forward, as far as, you know, being a business is concerned, you need a couple of these. Well, probably about 10 to 15 of them if you're going to be using these. Now, if you're going to be doing it as a business, I would advise you to use a VAT. And the VAT, if you look in the description below, it clearly describes a VAT in a video that I did a few months, if not a year ago, about sourcing VATs and all that, in which I shared with you. A friend of mine set up where he had some black VATs all over the place. Those are VATs, right? The thing is, as I shared with you in other videos, that with these VATs being so low and the tilapia love to jump, you will have to now secure cover. You have to now secure cover for these fish. It's amazing, you know, how at the start of this aquaponics thing, I'm skipping to something else, but I just had to say, right? It's very hot right now. It's minutes after 4 in the evening, and usually when the sun is this hot, you would see the lettuce, you know, when they just start to come up, like probably some of these younger ones that are sitting on the floor, you will see them like flat on the bed. But as they mature, regardless of the sun, might be looking very hot. What's this? Regardless of the sun being hot, you find that they are able to actually withstand the heat. Yes, they feel a little flimsy because it's hot, but they're not falling to the floor anymore. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. So, if you want a tilapia stock to actually grow out to its full potential, get them in a big space. Get aeration. Is a reason why I do not put aeration around here. I do not want them to steal the pump, one. And two, my main emphasis is to breed them as much as possible before they reach maturity in which they are supposed to be eaten. Right? And they reach maturity within certain size, in certain months or weeks. And at that size now, then now I would probably place them into a bucket or a space that is heavily filtrated, get them to perk up a little bit, get a fat up a little bit, and then now you know, I would prepare to consume them. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope that this video sparks your interest. The reason why I've actually placed these here is not for fun and frolic or to prove a point to you, but it's because I have been selling. If you have been noticing this pond, don't you notice that some of these fish, like over the weeks that I have been sharing it with you, that the fish population is actually going down? I've actually sold about 15 dozen tilapia fingerlings from this space, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to be selling anymore, because I'm reaching at the point where in which they are getting big, and I need to replenish, and I'm not getting any fries, so I'm just going to be keeping them, placing a bucket filter at the top, and do some little work probably in the holiday to come, because it's the end of summer now. So I'm gonna get my kids ready for school, and then spend some more time and resources making a bucket filter right here, get them big, and then hopefully I can get some fries from either the ones that are within the aquaponic system or my broodstock, or even them. And then as soon as I start to get more fries, I can sell. But as far as sale is concerned, that's it for now. No more sale. These are just for go out. And as I said before, if you compare the size that I just show you, it's a marked difference between when the well, when I just extracted the babies the um from the boots of Kwan. And the video that I'm speaking about is the video before this. And so if you are not 100% sure as to what I'm talking about regarding size, check the video before this and you will see the fries, the baby fish, when I just extracted them, how they look, and and how they're looking now compared to this video. Peace out, catch you next time, bye bye.